For the next bit of the tiebreaker, we will have Cicerin is going to have the tiebreaker finals versus whoever wins from the Diable off. I've decided to call this the Diable off because it's Diable versus Diable. Basically, who gets Diable better? Who, between Chaos Farseer and Carroy, is better at planning out a Diable fleet? This is going to be interesting. Okay, what do we have similar to each other? One of them went very heavy on fighters. Chaos Farseer put 3 carriers in there, has 3 Frost Wings, 2 Valiant Wings, and I think a Warlust Wing as well. Yeah, no, sorry, 2 Frosts, 2 Warlusts, and 2 Valiant Wings. Well, Carroy just went for the 1 carrier and 3 Frost Wings. We went here for Hail, Hail, Vapor, Hail. Is that correct? Yeah, but this is the this is Diable off. This is the Diable off. Diable versus Diable. Interstellar Revenue Service. This is kind of interesting. The Interstellar Revenue Service versus the Repo Fleet. So these guys charge you for it, and if you can't pay, these guys take the stuff back. This is a bit of a jurisdiction fight, I think. Well, yeah, so do these fleets really cost the same? Interesting. Wait, the drafts. Okay, what about the drafts, man? They are the S-Spec drafts. They are the S-Spec drafts. Advanced Avionics, Advanced Optics, Advanced Turret Gyros, Reinforced Bulkheads, Maximized Ordnance, Unstable Injector, and ITU. You tell me if they're right. Yeah. Diable is Space Tax Collectors, apparently. If you can't pay the taxes, they also repo the stuff. Cool. Okay, good. These are the correct drafts. Oh, right. There we go. Tiebreaker, match 2. Chaos Farseer versus Carroy, Diable versus Diable. Let's get it on. Fly all the things. How we doing? Oh, command me, Captain. Very close in cost. Very close in cost. They are about 300 points. About 300 points apart. This will be very interesting. This is the one with the... These are the ones with the Valiant Wings. Valiant Wings coming in. Drafts coming in. Where are the Versants? The Versants are hanging back this time. At the end of the Yellow Bracket Finals, the Versants were very suicidal. But this time the Versants are hanging back. They are not going in. They're not dying to huge spams of missiles. It's kind of hard to tell. Everything's red now. Everything is red now. This is unfortunate. I can't tell who is who at a glance. Okay, Versants are coming in. Versants are coming in. Not doing a lot, really. One Vapor's taking damage. Where's the Vapor gone? Where is the Vapor gone? Where's the Vapor gone? Where has the Vapor gone? Is that it? That's a Hail. This is Versats. Hail. Hail. I've lost a... Guys, I've lost a Vapor. Must be around here somewhere, right? Oh, he's here. Fair enough. There he is. He was hiding. Okay, here we go. Ooh! The Haze is taking early damage. The Haze is taking early damage. Again, the Haze has no shields. That is a shield bypass Haze. And it's venting. Probably not a good moment. It's going to take up a couple of missile hits. Oh. Oh. A lot of these LRMs going in. However, there's a lot of Burchell point defense here. One of the Valiant Wings is down. Ooh, another draft is down. The drafts are going down. The drafts are dying fairly quickly. Oop, here we go. Haze versus a Fractus. Fractus stands no chance. Vapor trying to save something, but it can't manage. Just can't quite do it. One Fractus down. 2 fractuses to go. 2 fracti to go, I guess. Hey, Shogun. Thanks for joining. Okay. Oof. Here we go, here we go, here we go. DA versus DA, and guess what, guys? Diable Avionics is winning. I'm not sure how, but Diable Avionics is winning. Okay, who's doing what right now? Kind of hard to focus at the moment. There's so many missiles going everywhere, so many fighters. A lot of fighter trading. Okay. Let's see now. Here come those SRABs. Those SRABs have done a lot of work. A lot of work. Although those Frosts just did a good job of stopping that completely. Right. Okay. We have 2 Hails on a standoff over there. Another draft is down. What do we have left here? We got ourselves the Hail, the Haze, and a Versant versus Hail, 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 Fractus, Fractus, Vapor. And the Vapor is in trouble, I'll be honest with you. That Vapor's already in low health. The drafts are slowly pulling forward, actually. The drafts are slowly pulling forward. Now that a lot of the fighters have gone. A lot of fighters have gone now. What we have here is a Warless Wing. Is that a Warless Wing? A Warless Wing here, and a Warless Wing here. All the Frost have pretty much died out at this point. That's a lie, the Frost were right there. Okay, so Versant versus Hail. Versant versus Frosts. Ooh, another draft down. Those drafts are getting picked apart. They've only got front shields. That's only because the front shield generators were added on, so the front shields aren't even that effective. But I think that may be a Fractus down. That may be a Fractus down. The Frosts are trying their best, though. The Frosts are trying their best to stop those SRAB shots. Ooh, hang on. Whoa, whoa, I thought one of these died. Apparently not. I thought one of them died. We have 2 Versants left over. 2 Versants left over. I think Carroy's got it. I think Carroy might have this. With 2 Versants left over, Carroy might have this. All that Haze needs to do is stay alive. All this point defense is doing a lot of damage to these Warlusts. And of course, the longer the fight goes on, the better Diable ships get. They get more accurate, they get longer ranges. Their advanced avionics kick in. Ooh, a couple of shots, an SRAB shots hitting on the Wangers there. Oof, that's an entire wing gone there. Oof. Still a Versant flying around, but that Versant, come on, that Versant hasn't even taken a lot of damage. Hails, the Versants are actually okay. There's even a Fractus back here. There you go, it's a very long range. SRABs are coming in. Oof, managed to dodge some of them, but it took a big hit. It took a big hit. It took a big hit from those SRABs. Those SRABs are definitely doing work. It's going to be hard to hit the Vapor with them. I say as he hits the Vapor with them. Ooh, probably not a good moment to vent. Maybe not a good moment to vent. Is that going to hit? Ah, just miss. Just miss. Okay, so the Versant is... These Versants are still juking out with the Haze. With the Hail, sorry. Ooh, here you go. A Hail fighting it out. Ooh! Hail flexed out. SRABs are going to hit it. Are they? No! Oof! Pain! 1 Hail is down. That leaves 2 Hails left over. And 2 Fractuses left over. And the Vapor over there. And the Vapor over there. This is a lot closer than you think. But I think Carroy has it. I think, again, it's because of the cruiser. That cruiser is just there. It's taking hull damage now. It's got no armor at the front. Very little armor at the front, especially at the nose section. But it can just take the damage out. There's a lot of point defense, of course, on the Diable side. I'm not entirely sure why they're focusing on that. To be honest, it's this Frost Wing that should be focusing on taking out the Vapor, because I don't think the Haze can do the job. Oh, Fraxis is lowered combat readiness. Where did the second Fraxis go? Oh, there's a Fraxis down here, about to die. About to die. Dead. Vapor is disabled as well. Fleet's in full retreat. Fleet is in full retreat. All we have left now is 2 Hails and a Fractus. And let's see how this plays out. The Versant coming in and firing its harvests. That Hail is a loop. Will they take out a Versant before the end? Will they take out a Versant before the end? You have an SRAB as well. You have 1 SRAB firing from your side. Okay. Well, we managed to take out 1 Versant. That Versant is trying to sneak around the back. Interesting. The Haze hasn't really joined the party today. It's trying to get closer, but it's a bit slow at the moment. Is it going to hit? No. It took a while, but the burst shell did take it down. Slow process now. It's a slow process. They're all playing it quite defensively at the moment. I'm kind of wondering if the micro missiles were designed to be a screen for the SRAB. Oof! Fractus is taking damage. Fractus is taking damage. Oof! Took a hit. Took a hit. 2 Hails left only. Right, just the Hails left. CRs are going down. Haze's CR hasn't even moved yet, so I think it's a foregone conclusion now. Let's just see it happen. Versant comes in. Versant is kind of blocked by the Fractus. The corpse of the Fractus prolongs the life a little bit longer. There's not much else they can do. A bird Glauks from the other Hail hits it in the back. 1 Hail left. 1 Hail left. It's getting swarmed now. It's got a Versant on one side. It's got Frosts behind it. Versant on the other. There we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Match 1 goes to Carroy's 147th Repo Fleet. Oh, good match. Good match. Time for match 2, though. It is time for match 2. From Carroy's perspective, see how this is going. Let's see how this is going, right? So, in Diable versus Diable, Diable won. And we just see it again, see if you get any changes. See if you get any changes. Will Diable win again, or will this time Diable win? That's what you get in a Diable off. Now, the Frosts are falling back. We have less wings. We definitely have less wings, but I think we've got more point defense. That may have been the issue. I think we have more point defense. Versant's going in. Venting already. I think those Warlords took a lot of... Give it a lot of flux to worry about. Oh, Vapor's already down. That Vapor is already down. The Vapor is already down. Ooh! Took 1 missile there into the draft, but the Vapor is down already. That's the speedy, annoying thing on that side. Is Trixie. Ooh, okay. And they've pushed them back already. They've pushed them back into a tight grouping. There's, of course, a couple of fighters here and there, but they've been pushed back. A lot of SRABs hitting targets. You think the Wands will be able to dodge the SRABs, and they can, but sometimes there's so many, and so many, they just get hit. They just get hit. And then coming the Frosts. 3 Frost Wings coming in here. Just wrecking missiles. Doing a really good job at defense. I mean, just watching this match makes me want to do an entire season on Diable. Just watching this match makes me want to do an entire season on Diable. I'll be honest with you, folks. Ooh, there's the Hail. Still have 3 Hails. Both the enemy Valiant Wings are down. The drafts are taking the punishment. The drafts are being distractions. They're distractions with weapons. You can't ignore them completely because they've got the repeaters. But they're slowly dying out. That draft is pretty much dead. However, did it trade itself? It might have traded itself for that hail. If so, it was a successful trade. Yeah, I think it did. A draft for a hail? Take it. That draft cost that hail its life. That kill may not have been worth it for the enemy team. The red team. I'm going to call them red team and green team. I think it just works better that way. They've pushed together the 3 fracti. I don't think those 3 fracti can last long. They haven't got many weapons. They've got, like, I think, a Thrush LRM and a couple of Birdshell beam repeaters. The beam repeaters will help against the fighters. But, oof. Those SRABs, like, the haze is doing so much. I kind of wish you could get, like, a Total War screen after this telling you who got what damage. Battle report screens are above my things I most want. But yep, Diable is winning. It's definitely undeniable. Diable is winning. Oof. Again, they've kind of fallen back to a slightly defensive stance. I'm not entirely sure why. They've pretty much only got 3 carriers here. But... ooh! There you go. That's 1 dead carrier. Boom. 1 fractus is down. Those SRABs do a lot of damage. Okay, there's a thing about the F10, about the free camera mode. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't want to test it now. We got everything we need, right? F10. What does F10 do? Fine. F10 just took me back to the map. Did nothing special. Nope, that gave me that's not true. Sorry. What's happening here? Okay, so down here we have a hail versus a hail. This hail is in bad shape. It is in bad shape. That haze has kind of gone on for a wonder. The Versant's still around though, so let's look at this Versant. This Versant's kind of playing around. It's kind of trying to dodge a lot of these micro missiles. Not sure why it's trying though, because micro missiles aren't that strong. It could just tank them on the shield. Bit of splash damage here and there, it doesn't really do. Right, okay, so... hail is down. I think that was the hail down there. Yep, that hail is down. It was taking on a Versant and a hail by itself. It couldn't really do a lot. That haze is not bringing its firepower to bear. I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference, but that haze is not bringing its firepower to bear. Its friends could use it right now. Okay. Again, we've retreated to a very slow, very stand-back mode, and the Frax is going to pay for it. Essentially, the rest of Carroy's fleet just left that Fractus to die. Versant's here, kind of finishing off the job on the other one, though. That's another Fractus down. Which means that one Frostwing is no longer combat capable. Versant versus the Hail. Ooh! Probably a bad moment for events. Those Lance Repeaters proving that they hurt time and time again. Remember, the Burr Shell Beam Repeaters are point defense. The Glauc's Lance Repeaters, not so much. They do hurt. Ooh! One Versant goes to vent. His friend comes to back him up and takes out the Hail class, leaving just the last remaining Fractus. And yep, that haze is just gone out of it. It's just not even turning. It's doing its own thing here. Yep, that haze is drunk. A lot of odd little bugs turning up now and again. Like, for people who didn't watch one of my arcade videos, there was a bug in that caused the pulse lasers not to fire. At all. After you killed the first Ox. Anyway, why am I talking about arcade? We just had a 2-0 victory to Carroy's 147th repo fleet. Yep, I think it's the same thing that happened to the Thresher. Lord, my throat. Right. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. The second tiebreaker goes 2-0 to Carroy's Diable fleet, Carroy's 147th Repo fleet. So, in the Diable off, Diable won. Surprising everyone. No one saw that coming. But yeah. So we have one more match to go, which is Cicerin versus Carroy, and I just need to set that up now.